Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be talking about how I transported my golf cart and my canopy stuff, as well as my outdoor storage, on a separate transport truck. Last move, I transported the stuff in my house and I couldn't get to the drawers. I couldn't get to anything that I needed in case I forgot something. This move, I wanted it to be much cleaner, and that's what happened. So the friends that I am staying with came out the day before I moved, and they brought a truck with a trailer bed. We put the golf cart on the trailer bed, and then we put the outdoor stuff and the canopy stuff surrounding the golf cart and on the truck. This was a lot easier for me to deal with. So I just want to share with you guys how I prepped that area, the outside stuff, the canopy stuff, in order for it to be an easy pickup and an easier move. All learning experiences. I don't think I want to have a canopy outside anymore. It does not have a flooring, so there are dirt and rocks, and this also includes bugs, mold, spider webs, spiders, just lots of bugs, insects. There was birds in there, small animals can get in there. Everything that I had in a cotton or a cloth container, say some of the drills or some of the tools, that got mold all over it. I had one of my couch bed storages out there that had mold inside it and on the walls on the inside. So this is something that I learned. I'm not going to be getting a canopy next time, or especially when I get my land. I will have a building and use that as a shed, so to speak, to put all my stuff in. I want that to have a floor. I want it to be insulated. I want to seal up all the cracks so bugs can't get in. So I bought this long red thing to clean the spider webs off my house, and I used it to clean out my canopy. I wanted it to be prepared for when my friends came to help me, and there were spider webs everywhere. So they tend to accumulate in the corners, near the grass, and connected to anything. You're gonna have spider webs all over the place. So I used this tool to get all of that off of there. So it made it easier for me to prep the canopy that I was not walking in spider webs. I didn't want to bring egg sacs inside the house, so I took a stick and used it to take off all the webs before I brought that tool back into my house. Next, I went to, I believe, Dollar General, and I got 4 large totes because a lot of the stuff in my canopy isn't in totes. So because my friends brought a trailer that didn't have sides to it, we needed the stuff to be inside totes so that we could strap that down and that stuff wouldn't be falling all over the place. So I purchased 4 of these and started to put everything inside the totes, consolidating them and just categorizing them how I want, and then these would be set up in the front of the canopy in order for us to set them down first. To make sure that everything fit, I had to consolidate the things that I had already put in the totes, started kind of playing Tetris with the stuff and rearranging the stuff that was in the totes. There was a lot on my shelves, so because I only bought the 4 totes, I only had so much room, but I needed all of it to go. Some of the stuff I kept out, some of the stuff fit better in other totes. If you guys have this happening on your journey, then take note, maybe get 1 more tote. A lot of the time I found myself blowing on everything because there was leaves and dust and dirt on everything. This is another reason why I suggest not getting a canopy if you have outdoor stuff that you want to keep in good condition, because I feel like a lot of this stuff has been ruined from the temperatures, from the elements, from the bugs and mold, and I just wouldn't go that direction again. There was bird poop on boxes and it was just not a good experience. So I'd rather have definitely a closed shed. This is when I was staying in Georgia, so in my opinion, the woods area that I was in, it felt like a swamp in there, so I'm sweating like crazy in this video. So it's just kind of crazy, and I just don't, there's no windows in there, so it was just hot and muggy, surrounded by trees, bugs, and just humidity. It was just that bad. And as I continue packing, I am getting the last of the things that I need off of my shelves. I kept the shelving units up so that we could take them down I didn't have a place to put all those small pieces until the transport for the golf cart and canopy stuff came. So I just prepped everything, put all of the stuff in the front of the canopy area, and it was ready to be loaded on the truck. Some of the things like the shop vac and air compressors and hoses, those went by themselves and they just got strapped down. So I didn't have big enough containers to put that stuff in, so we just put them where we could, shoved them in places, and secured them in different ways. All of it made it, so thank goodness for that. I had brought wood skirting from the campground from when I lived in Illinois, and I brought that to Georgia. So it was sitting in my canopy for the longest time. I never had a fire. I never used it to build fires, and I wasn't planning on it. That's project wood. So I actually decided to bring a couple of those bundles with me to Tennessee because I do want to make some like shelves and stuff out of those pieces of wood. But again, it was outside in the elements. Some of it had mold on it. There's bugs and dust and dirt on it. So again, if you have an enclosed shed, it would be a lot better. My outdoor stuff, it was in a setting, you know, with a fire pit in the middle. I have 4 chairs, so I stacked those. I have about 12 to 16 stepping stones, so I put those to the side. Those are really, really heavy, so we had, you know, with the weight, putting those on the trailer, it was actually not that bad. I don't even think we had to strap those down because they were so heavy. But I also have tables with glass tops, and those had to be secured in the truck as well. We used ratchet straps to strap everything down, and some of the weight on some of the stuff didn't need to be strapped down, say like the cinder blocks. Those kind of help down other stuff. And the next day, my friend rolls in with his truck and his trailer, and we start setting everything up. The big stuff has to go first, so the golf cart went on first. We drove that on. There is definitely something wrong with my golf cart because I couldn't charge it. It's been charging for the longest time and it's on empty. So when I put that golf cart up on their trailer, I was hoping that it can be driven down, and now that I'm in my new spot, I can say that something was wrong with that. There was a loose connection on the battery, and my friend replaced it for me and then put another wire on there, and I also bought a new charger. So now when I plug it in, it's charged, it works, and I am so grateful. Because my couch bed storage was the next biggest thing to be put on, I did open it and saw some mold growing on the inside of the walls. So before I put that, say, back in a house, I will clean that off with some white vinegar and clove oil, learning from all my mold lessons, so hopefully that works. And then we started putting on more of the bigger stuff, the chairs, stuff with weight, cinder blocks we put inside the couch bed storage. Now I'm all loaded up and ready to go, ratchet strapped down. They have a 4.5, 5-hour drive back to Tennessee. I'm going to be leaving, well, I was supposed to be leaving the next day, but ended up leaving a couple days after that. And when I got here, all of my stuff was inside a shed already, so it all worked out. My house probably wasn't as heavy during transport, which is a plus. I'm not sure if they suggest you can keep your stuff inside your house or if you should get a whole new U-Haul. I kind of feel like a tiny house with all your stuff in it is the U-Haul that's moving your house. I didn't want to have to get a U-Haul and spend double the money just to transport all my belongings in that truck. I think it's convenient to keep it in your house. In conclusion, I am going to say that I am very, very happy that I chose to get separate transport for my golf cart and my outdoor stuff. When I got to Tennessee, I had a much easier transition going from parked to unpacked in like 1 or 2 days, whereas from Illinois to Georgia, since I had all of my stuff on the inside of the house, I had to take time to pull all that out of the house and then unpack everything that I had done. I had just posted a video a couple weeks back about my moving checklist changes. You guys can check that out right there. This was one of the things that I changed from my last move, is getting transportation for my golf cart and canopy stuff, which I think again is such a big plus. So if you guys like this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button below. Click the notifications bell so you can receive a notification every time I post a new video, which is every Sunday. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. This week I'm going to be letting you guys know All right, we start by, I bought this thing, no, don't put any of that. I'm just going to share with you guys how it made it easier for me to move about the canopy to pre-pack it and prep it. Ow! Don't put that. What's up, Rocky? Maybe get one more tote, or don't buy so much stuff. Don't put that. Ooh. What are those? What are those things called? I think that's it. It never got weighed at a weigh station, so I don't put any of this. When I got to Tennessee, it was a much easier don't